There we go.
Alright, this is the first podcast, boys.
Hey, we made this.
Alright, so the first question for Aiden Nielsen is, what is the biggest risk you've ever taken?
Okay, so the biggest risk I've ever taken is probably buying my first car. Because it's a lot of money, and you never know what'll happen. So,
To anyone.
so Joshua Jones,
Yes.
do you take a lot of risk in your life?
No, I do not.
And why is that, Josh?
Because I like being safe.
What
But
is it?
sometimes it is good to take risks.
I agree.
Like what
Very
kind of
much.
risk? Name
Yes.
some.
For example, getting a job, or a girlfriend,
That's a very big risk.
or doing your homework.
Getting a girlfriend is a very big risk.
Yes,
It's a
it
very,
is,
it
yeah.
hurts in many ways too.
Exactly.
That's why I don't have one.
Some risks, yeah.
Cut the video.
Pass the mic.
You have to ask him a question.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to add to that.
Hiya!
We actually take risks every day without knowing it. Even stepping outside to walk in the street can get you killed. So you're always taking risks. Oh, before you so, do you think life will be boring without any risks?
I'll answer it so you understand. See! Alright, let me put it right in the middle for everyone here.
Okay.
So, we don't take any risks in life, you know?
It'll be boring. I feel
Yeah.
as if risks have a very important outlook on life.
Yeah.
I
Like
feel
good and bad, you
Good
know?
and bad. you
For
know?
example, even if you're starting a business, you gotta take risks.
If you're wanting to have
Make
kids,
more
you have
money,
to take
right?
risks.
You know, moving from
Exactly.
Canada to Mexico, it's a lot of
It's a big
risk.
risk. It's a big
Exactly.
risk.
Next question, please. Is this directed to anyone or is this for the group?
Just for the group.
Just for the group, alright.
Do you guys think that the internet has added risks nowadays?
I think the internet
Yeah.
has added a lot
Yeah.
of risk.
A
I
lot.
think the internet has like when you're exchanging goods like to the point where the Abbotsford police station has an actual
Oh, evidence.
trading
Evidence,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
trading place.
Yeah.
So if something happens and police officers are up to to bang their ass or something like that.
Just bleep it
Really?
out.
Yeah. Just. So social media has had a big outburst on people's life recently, and it's always increasing. It's going more toward bad than good now, but
Yeah.
everyone's trying. Some people are trying to change it. Some people don't. Some people, it's like they don't. No one cares. All right. No one cares about other people. They're all focused on themselves,
Yeah.
and I don't know. They take risks every day, posting stuff and blah blah blah, risking their life, risking other people's lives. You know what I mean?
Also on social media, you can take risks by like people can like comment whatever they want, so you can get like cyberbullying and stuff. So
That's very true.
A lot of people in social media post when, like, I'm eating in this restaurant, and then anybody can see it. So maybe you're posting like, me and my family are eating at this restaurant, and now they go and rob you.
Oh, yeah.
They know your house is there's nobody there
Yeah.
or something. You have to be very careful with what you post on social media.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's very true. All right.
Next question.
Excuse me. All right. The next question. All right. Let's figure out a question here for everyone. All right. Are risk takers more successful in life?
Yes.
I say not necessarily, because maybe you
Actually-
take a big risk and you fail on it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be careful with your decisions.
Yeah, but think about it. If you don't take the risk, you'll never know.
Exactly.
What's gonna happen?
True.
Exactly. You
But-
never
but
know.
also if you
Sometimes
fail, it's
take
like
a-
50-50.
yeah.
It could change
Sometimes
your life.
take a risk. You can
Yeah.
literally go up to someone and be like, you know what? You're amazing. You're fantastic. I want to try and do something with you. You're a beautiful person.
Exactly.
Let's try and make it work.
And you never know how it's
Yeah,
gonna go.
Never
That's the
possible.
risk.
Like
of
right
it.
now, I go up to this chick in here and
You just
like,
have-
yo, what's up?
Oh, that's in the-
You just have to be careful.
Braden Stewart. Just go up to him.
You just gotta be careful with the risk you take. Just make sure you're prepared to take the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were
Expect for the worst, hope for
Yeah,
the
like
best.
Expect the unexpected, you know?
What health risks do you worry about, Josh?
I worry about the food I eat, and also how not to catch anything like sicknesses or
STDs?
sharing food. Yeah, example for STDs. Yeah, just not get sick or anything.
I think Mexican food has a very big problem with that.
Why is that?
I actually had some Mexican food last week, and
Food poisoning?
me
or what? Shotgun blast.
Has anybody here taken a money risk and paid off?
I will answer that question first.
Paid off.
Anyways, I have not. I'm always.
That was the best answer.
I have not. All right. So, I've obviously bought things in my life, but I've actually wanted it. I haven't just been like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, and if it pays off, it pays off. It doesn't. I've actually known what I want to buy, and you know, it works out. It's worked out. I'm just looking to get some money. Hey. All right. What about you, Josh? No, it's Josh's turn. What are you gonna say about that?
What was the question? So with money, taking like risks.
Yeah.
I'd say I have taken risks. For example, like I'd buy my brother's food, and then I'd get like a better outcome, I guess. Like they would buy me food later on, or give me money back, and then they would give me like extra. So that was a good risk. In the end, I got more. So
My
Yeah.
biggest risk would probably buying my truck.
You're
Why is that? Why is that?
Well, you know, Nick F, I gotta say, it's just there's a lot of money that goes involved with it, and lots can happen. You can break down somewhere, you can do this and that. You know, it's a big step up.
So now that you guys are older, do you think you're taking more or less risks from when you were a child?
I feel like I've taken more risks, a lot more risks, a lot more.
Now, why do you think that? Why do you think your child taking less risks than when you're older? You're taking
You
more?
know why?
Oh, I don't know why. I would like to explain to the cameras here.
I'm good, buddy.
I say you take more risks because it affects you more as you're older.
Yeah, I
Your
agree.
life choices.
I agree.
I feel like the reason you take more risks is because you're not making your own decisions. Because before, when you were a child, you're taking the same risk, your mother takes the risk for you.
But
She makes the
now,
decision.
I feel like some people take less risks now because they know about the risks and they're prepared for what might happen. Is
Yeah.
the thing. So it's kind of two sides of the story here.
Yeah.
So you got one where they'll take more risks and it's just because, you know, they'll just go for it, they're a risk taker. And then the other one is just kind of in their own bubble and they're not willing to take risks because of the outcome. It may not be the best, you know what I mean?
But you gotta try.
But those people still have done risks, right? Like to
Well, it's gonna be that, but
Sister
taking
text
risks,
me.
there's gonna be some boring things. So you have to try it.
to learn from it.
Close.
Do you need to take risks to be better at English?
Wow, that's funny.
Because you're Mexican.
Yes, you have to take risks to be better in English.
Well, like what kind of risk? Because you've gone through the
What is
whole
it?
process here.
Well, simply practicing. Because, for example, in my school in Mexico, we always had English. Like, we always had an English class. But nobody likes to speak it. Like, everybody speaks between each other in Spanish. Like, you have to take the risk of speaking English with other persons. And then, and then I took an even more risky step, coming here by myself, just to practice my English, just to get better at it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
Plus you risk like your time as well, right? Because you gotta study and everything.
Yeah.
Would I do a job that's full of risks?
No, I'm asking Carlos.
Oh, Carlos.
And you.
You can't get a job.
I mean, it depends.
Oh.
It depends on the risk. Like,
You
I
know
wouldn't be
your house.
like the guy that,
You know, buddy.
how do you call the guy that makes all the, you know, in the movies when you jump off buildings and stuff. With
Stuntman?
Stuntman.
Oh yeah, like I wouldn't be a stuntman, but maybe something that involves a little bit of risk, or maybe like nothing that risks my life.
Well, like every job is taking a risk. Every job is taking a risk. It's like I work at the good old Timmy's down at Walkham Road, and you take risks every day because there's some crazy people that come in some days and they're just
Are you
like.
afraid you're gonna spill some coffee on your little hands?
Or like deep fryer at McDonald's, like
Yeah, you see deep fryer,
you
just
could
boom,
burn
you
yourself.
got your own snack.
Canadian Tire, a big thing could fall on me. You never know.
You know.
Yeah, I work in glass. I had 4 pounds,
Exactly,
4,000
yeah.
pounds of glass fall on me, and I didn't die. So.
Took the risk
Yeah,
of
we
getting
kinda would've
cut.
cut.
What images spring to mind when you hear the word risk, Josh? What? Jews.
Yes, I
You
go out with
sexy
her.
bitch in the
I would say business because in business there's a lot of risks you gotta take. That's just like what I think. So yeah.
How?
You think risk revolves, or you think of business?
That's just
first?
like the first thing that comes to my head because like when you own a business you take a lot of risks for like
You have something to add, Nick?
you can lose a lot of money and stuff.
I think risk.
Money.
You know, like, I think of risk like you know in in stories or nightmares. You're always like, you know, as a
Joe's
child,
take a look at my ass.
What ass?
Take a look at my ass. Bro,
Anyways,
how do you get this thing to go on?
I don't know. After you disconnected, I couldn't get it back.
anyways, I'm thinking, you know, as a kid, you have those nightmares. That you're always like falling or like there's a monster behind you and you can't run at all.
How did I risk?
You know what I mean? Like,
Carlos! That's the first thing I'll have.
that's the first thing because it's like I feel like risks or people portray it to be bad. Like risks are bad. But it's not that bad is the thing. People like say it's bad. It's not as bad as people think it is.
This question goes for everyone. Do you think life is riskier now than it was 50 years ago?
It's a hard thing to say because you know 50 years ago there's the war, like all the wars that was occurring. So you had a decision like I'm looking up on this. I'm researching it right now, and you know you had a choice. You either had to injure yourself, you had to fake something or do whatever to get out of the war if you didn't want to be. You know what I mean? Like fake it by like saying you're disabled or something like that. Do something. Say when you're gay you can't join the war. So you get it. Some people were pretending to be gay, you know. So like it's like you risk there, but like risk with like technology and
Nick, are you taking a risk by trying to tell us you're gay?
My answer is it's I think there's more risk today than there is back in the day.
Yeah. These days there's risks with like technology. For example, if you want to clone babies, that's a big risk that people might take these days.
Yeah, it all goes back to technology. I also think this is risky today because of technology.
I found a quote on the interwebs, everyone.
Interweb.
In the interwebs. The quote is, only a person who risks is free. Do you agree with that?
Only a person who risks is free.
Yes. Do you agree with that? Or do you
Actually,
disagree?
yes. I agree because when you're free, when you take risks, that means you're free because you have the option to take that risk. So that's what I think.
What do you think? What do you think, Carlos Garcia Becerra?
I think you do because if you don't take risks, you get like stuck in your own thing that everybody already does.
Like a personal bubble.
Yeah, like your personal bubble. And when you start taking risks, you start expanding.
You start getting out of your comfort
Yeah.
zone, and then you start like expanding your life into everything you can be. You know? Yeah.